You just have to check your settings. Okay. Thank you for joining in. Thank you, like. Who is here? Miss TikTok girl. Good to see you. First to join. Thank you for joining in. Miss TikTok girl, let me share something with you. Very interesting. It's good to have you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so it means you actually subscribe to the channel and then you got notification, right? Kindly confirm that. Miss TikTok girl is saying, I. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you too? Please let me know if you can hear me well. Okay, can you hear me? Is my audio very good? Is it good enough? Okay, that means you can hear me well. Wow, I need to first congratulate you. I saw some of your posts and the milestones, very um, great accomplishments. Of course, you're going to be getting more because growth is just what we all have to go through, just as life is in stages, and we have to move from one stage to the other. And especially when you're putting in the work, you definitely will get the results, with God on your side. Okay, thank you, Miss TikTok girl. Miss TikTok girl saying, I, dog. Thank you. Yes, I do. Yes, you are subscribed to the channel. Thank you. Welcome everyone to this live. I'm going to tell you what happened earlier. And has that ever happened to you? Let me know in the chat. It's been a while I experienced this, but I experienced this again today. Okay, so Miss TikTok girl says she can hear well. I believe every other person can hear. Please give this live a thumbs up. Thank you. Please double tap on your screen. Someone will say double tap on my forehead. Okay. Or double tap on my lips. All right. I will appreciate that. Thank you. So the system can notify more people about this live. One of the things. Okay, so let me read this. Let me read the chat. Yes, you can hear well. Thank you, Miss TikTok girl. Mixed vlogs. Let me give you the moderator status. Standard moderator. All right, you have it there. By the way, where are you watching from at this time, Miss TikTok girl? I believe you're in the US, right? Yes, you say yes. I subscribe and turn on notifications bell. Thank you for subscribing and turning on the notification. That's very important. It helps a lot with growth and connections. Thank you. I appreciate. I'm trying. You're doing more than trying. Okay, it's a lot of work, and then for good work, there is definitely good reward. And people talk about consistency differs for different people, but the important thing is that consistency is important for every one of us. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. Miss TikTok girl is here live, first to join and already engaging. I was just celebrating our milestones, achievements, growing on YouTube. You can check out our channel and subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying. Okay, she says, Amen, brother. Iron Gamer YT. Trying to understand all that you have typed here. Okay, Mystic Target says, hello, everyone. Arian, welcome. Kindly let's know what you're typing in the chat. What are these? Miss TikTok girl says, guys, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you don't mind this lighting. I'm in a different environment at this time, so I hope you just enjoy this moment together. Let's meet, let's chat, and then let's talk about health. And that's one thing that's common to every one of us. No matter your niche, even if you're a YouTuber or a TikToker or an Instagrammer or Facebooker, if there's anything like that. All right, but we all, no matter your specialty, your profession, education, entertainment, whatever it is that you do in life, maybe a teacher, a student, you have something to do with what we are talking about here, and that has to do with health. Health is wealth, like they say, and that's true. It's the wealth that you need to actually gain so much in life and do all that you need to do. Yes, Miss TikTok girl says, I live in Florida. Yes. How is Florida today? What time is it in Florida? That should be around 9, 10 p.m. 9? Okay, I'm going to pin your message. Yeah. Yes, Miss TikTok girl is Jamaican and American by naturalization. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, naturalization. When you say naturalization, by birth, by marriage, I need to get that clearly. All right, so I believe you're enjoying America. Now, I have a number of Jamaicans who we are connected, Caribbean girl, Tony, Cams, of course, Cams is Jamaican too. Quite people are doing a lot from that side on YouTube. Just like we have. Okay. It's 10:23 p.m. Okay, thank you. 10:23 p.m. in Florida. So who else is here and where are you watching from? Just let's know in the chat. Let's get to meet everyone. If I remove this, yes. All right, let's get to meet. Miss TikTok girl says she has American passports. I have American passports. That's fine. Sometimes I talk about Trump giving me access, just asking me to come. All right. That's good one, Miss TikTok girl. So how many subscribers do you have now? Let's just talk. I've not applied for American visa. I've not attempted. But I believe by the time I'm ready, I will have access, right? Okay, they say, okay, as a professional, as a medical doctor, sometimes you have access to some places that others may not have access to, right? Okay, maybe that's an advantage. But I believe that, once it's time, God has a way of making it making it easy. All right, that's fine. Congratulations, Miss TikTok girl. No, give me nothing. I've been here 18 years. Wow. Great. Yeah, yeah, a daughter of the land, right? Miss TikTok girl. All right. So I really want to know. Maybe you'd like to share some experience here. So what can you say actually has been helpful in the milestones that you have achieved in the recent times? We have a number of people on this live, but kindly double tap on your screen so that more people can be notified about this live. Okay, so I was going to share with you how I started earlier. In fact, I had spent close to 30 minutes. I started with an introduction, and then I was wondering why nobody had joined. You already know what you can imagine what happened, right? Miss TikTok girl. Being on the live and then close to 30 minutes, you didn't see anyone joining. I mean, the world is still in existence. Internet services still available. People are in different time zones in the world, in different locations. All right. Wow, Miss TikTok girl, talking from experience. Exactly. Unlisted, you got it. The setting was still unlisted. So, and I'm not sure if it was possible for me to have changed it. So I just felt like ending the live and then starting and checking. All right. So though I'm using my phone right now, but I'm not sure if that settings could be adjusted while on the live on the system on laptop, be desktop mode. Okay. But it just happened that way. Okay, it happened to you before. Okay, so if it was in unlisted or private, it could have just been private. I mean, no other person could have had access except I shared that link with someone, right? Okay, so it happened to you before. Miss TikTok, yeah, so that has happened to you before. I mean, I can't remember having that kind of experience this year until now, but at least I've had that experience before, sometime last year or 2 years ago. Okay, and you know, of course, I can still make it public. All right, but most parts I was a bit quiet, doing some other things. All right. Okay. Maybe you could do it from studio desktop. Okay, okay, okay. So how did you feel when that happened? How did you feel? Imagine spending 1 hour. Of course, you would just be wondering. You may not want to go that far. 1 hour, an hour of solo streaming. Just there alone talking. If that was not the intention, right? Okay. He said yes, and I just ended and started back. Right. Okay. You realized immediately. Yes, because it's very strange. Normally, as time moves, in the course of the streaming, more people get to join. In fact, you don't get to see the exact numbers until the end, maybe some minutes after the live. But sometimes you just see few numbers, or as people join in. Just trying to see this lighting. Okay, I need it. As people join in, people join, some people leave, some others join, people rejoin, and then the algorithm, the system begins to note the numbers that way. All right, but the fact is that, right, Miss TikTok girl, the fact is that the more one stays, the more the opportunity to have more audience and then more engagements, right? Has it happened to you before that at the time you are talking about ending a live session, a live stream, you just see more people joining in? And that has happened to me before. Just go another extra 30 minutes or 1 hour post the normal time. Okay. Yes, when you go live, it's a Mystic Toggle says when I go live, I use another phone to look if the live stream is up. Fear I have a tab here, but I thought about checking using it, but I just said, look, let me just keep that. I don't want distraction. All right, so that's interesting. Welcome everyone. Remember to subscribe if you are just coming across the channel for the first time. It's health, wellness, lifestyle. Sometimes I share my YouTube experiences. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you are watching for the first time. Okay, and where you are watching from. Okay, Miss TikTok girl, how many hours do you sleep? How many hours do you sleep on the average? As is it full-time YouTuber or part-time YouTuber? How many hours do you sleep? If you don't mind, can you share with us? Who gave the second like? I just like to say thank you for the likes. I know sometimes it takes patience. Actually, it takes patience because uh, people are typing, and then you have to wait for the system to update. When I go live, I use another phone. Yes, I've read that. Mr. Toge says, "Oh my God, stress, stress. Please tell me more. Stress, 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 stress." I was asking how many hours do you sleep? How many hours of night sleep do you get on the average? Okay, so what area of work? What do you do? What's your specialty or profession? Let's see if I can adjust this a bit. Is it better? Is it better this way? To bring it this way. Okay. Okay. I remember, yes, I was on one of your live sessions where, okay, you were sharing that. I think I found out. Okay, so TikTok girl says she works full time and tried doing YouTube, but she has to focus on work, right? Okay, so are you able to do more live sessions at work or when you're at home? Sure, you are able to have more time at home, right? And so you sleep 7 hours. 7 hours. Okay, that's good. That's good. Not just good, it's great. Okay, because 7 to 9 hours is actually okay, very good for an adult. But in terms of considering considerations for this generation, this age, maybe 6 hours, you know. But if you can do 7, 8 hours, then you're doing very well. So that's one healthy way to live. But do you know that there are some people that are not able to even catch up to 4 hours of sleep? I mean, sometimes you are wondering, is somebody telling you a lie here? When I interact with patients, of course, there are some that obviously that they have some psychological or mental health issues. All right. But some people are able to describe their experience really about the duration of sleep. Welcome to this live. Thank you for joining in. Please let me know where you're watching from. Let's get to meet and chat. Let me know where you're watching from. So Miss TikTok girl says November 7, 18 years, I'm working there. Wow. Wow. September 4, 18 years in America. Wow. November 4, working there. Oh, so that means you started work there 2 months after you got into America. Wow. Okay, and you work from home. Wow. That means you must be enjoying the work, right? That means you love what you are doing there. Been there for 18 years. Wow, you are a main person there. I mean, at this time, yeah, you should be called a manager, a big one at that. Wow. I didn't get that. You said night make to sleep. Okay, the night is made to sleep, right? Is that what you mean, Miss TikTok girl? You said you mean the night is made for sleep. Yes, you are right. Sleep is a natural process. It's a natural state, where the body is meant to be rested um, in a very inactive mode. All right, where there is rest from physical activities. Some organs begin to um, pipe low, but they are still running. Of course, your heart keeps pumping, circulation ongoing, um, digestion, even though it's low compared to when you are awake. All right. So, but really, there is the circadian rhythm, right? There's the circadian rhythm where that internal programming clock for alertness, for awakeness, is actually meant for the day. That's the way the body has been programmed by God. And when you talk about being alert, where there is light, your brain is more sensitive and your eyes respond more to lighting. But as the day goes towards evening, then these changes begin to occur. Melatonin begins to increase in secretion, and then the body begins to move naturally towards that sleep mode. Right. So, but there are some people that are not able to actually enjoy even up to 5 hours of sleep as adults. And there are many reasons, different reasons for that. Some people even do 6, 7 hours, yet they are not able to enjoy that restfulness. Trying to adjust this. They are not able to enjoy that restfulness, that feeling of restoration, of strength. I'll be sharing with us the different things that happen during sleep, okay, and why some people have difficulties sleeping. Has it ever happened to you before that you're just unable to sleep? I mean, different from your normal pattern, just having disturbance in your sleep. Sleep insomnia really is inability to achieve or sustain sleep. So some people are not able to get to sleep. Some people are able to get to sleep, but are not able to sustain for the number of hours expected. Yes, Miss TikTok girl says yes, 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 yes. Okay, she says yes, I'm blessed. I give God thanks. Wow. Let me ask this question. How many hours of night sleep do you on the average? All right, so you can respond to the. No, I'm going to put this in a. This is likely to cover. I will edit this. Let me put something else. Kindly remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Now this thing doesn't cover my eyes this way. I'm gonna have to remove it. That's one thing about this. Okay. Thank you, Miss TikTok girl. I'm trying to set up a poll question answer. So and This shouldn't affect. Why is this thing covering? Covering. Why can't it stay somewhere? I'm noticing something. Is that the way it is now? No, it shouldn't. I have to remove it. Why is it covering? Should be able to stay somewhere. This Q&A. Okay, it's staying somewhere now. All right, I think it's better this way. Like and subscribe. Remember to like and subscribe. All right, so let's continue. All right, for those who are yet to like and subscribe, kindly subscribe, kindly like. Okay, you meet wonderful people, wonderful members of the community, like Miss TikTok girl. I'm sure my American people have missed me a lot. I mean, there was a time I used to show up. I mean, around this time, and the fact is that most of my audience are from the United States of America. So, and usually around this time that people are winding down, you know, evening, night. But here in Nigeria, there are more people, or most people are actually asleep and just coming to wake by 4, 5, 6 a.m. Okay, but there are people from other parts of the world that are tuning in. So that's why sometimes I want to really know where people are joining from in each session. Helps me to also understand the way to show up at different times and what to do. Yes. Oh, Ramesh. Miss TikTok girl, thank you so much for engaging. Okay, you say you can you can let it smaller. Okay, you believe that it can be smaller. Yes, I've been trying to zoom in, zoom out. But I think it's fine where it is now. Like and subscribe. Yes, Ramesh. Welcome, Ramesh. Ramesh Kimraj. I subscribe. Thank you, Ramesh, for subscribing. Remember to also double tap on your screen, double tap on your screen. I'm sure you can like the live so that more people can be notified. Excuse me. Let me see if this light can support. Okay. Ramesh, are you from India? Ramesh, are you from India? Okay, Miss TikTok, I'm going to share something with you. You know, I can see what you just typed there. Mm, mm, mm. What happened to this? Let's try Imagine. Yes. Okay. Maybe this can also help. I think it's helpful. What do you think? That's in the corner, right in front. I should put it here. Where else? Maybe this way. It's helpful this way. It's better than nothing. Okay. I think the lighting should be better now. Okay, let me know if the lighting is okay, and then if you can still hear me clearly. Yes, this way. All right. Thank you for staying tuned. Right. Okay, Mr. Togia says, look at your analytics. Okay, thank you, Ramesh. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you for subscribing. Remember to click all notifications so that you can get notified whenever I upload a video or come up live like this. You may get a shot or even a post in the community. That way you get to interact with others in the community. Okay, remember to engage with the videos on the channel and then the post in the community. All right, you can check out Miss TikTok Girl's channel also. She's a YouTuber. I'm sure you'll find her channel interesting. Okay, Miss TikTok Girl says, look at your analytics. My analytics. Let me tell you something about that. I usually check. Are you like me? I check almost every now and then. One thing I noticed is that I used to have the time that your audience are on YouTube. I used to have access, that graphical representation that shows the timing through the day. It shows where the numbers are more concentrated or most concentrated. But right now, I've not been seeing that over weeks, months. I'm thinking, is that because there's a reduction in the number of views? I don't know if you can explain that, Miss TikTok Girl. Yes, you said to see. Okay, you said it's okay. Yes, the audio and video. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the feedback. He said you are good, all is well. Thank you, Miss TikTok Girl. He said to see when your people are available. Yes, it's been a while. I've not seen that graph for some time now. Yes, I'm in Nigeria. But from my analytics, the greatest percentage of people that are in the community or that are usually part of the audience are in America, followed by Nigerians, and then people live in Nigeria, and then India, others South Africa, UK, Kenya, other parts of the world. Okay. So yes, Nigeria. Also, even though we are monetized, we still need watch hours. I tell you, we need watch hours. So that's where it is. I call YouTube spelled as work. YouTube is WORK. You have to do the work, right, to get the results, to make the progress, to experience the growth. All right. So, but some of us, I'm seriously engaged in clinical practice, and it's a lot for me, especially at this time. But I try. I'm going to be marking 4 years on YouTube next month. I mean, fourth year uploading videos on YouTube. So I just hope YouTube will reward appropriately. I mean, with more than 300 videos, of course, mix of shorts and then long form videos. And there was a time I even put some videos in private or listed them. All right, so I may even be having close to 400 videos already. So what is YouTube doing about that? Thank God for monetization, the YouTube partnership program. Okay, but now still looking at reaching the 4,000 watch hours for full monetization. So that's a lot of work. So it's for me to sit and record, sit and click on the record button, and then reduce the number of hours spent on editing, right? Miss TikTok girl, do you edit? How much time do you spend on editing your videos? Okay, then you are fully monetized, right? You have the 4,000 watch hours. So that's very true. I'm sure every YouTuber here has come to know that, especially for those that have been monetized. Excuse me. For those that have been monetized, you know that, like they say, the work actually begins after monetization. Okay. I'm going to catch up with your videos on other accounts. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Miss TikTok girl. Mix vlogs. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Uh, so I have some videos in playlists, different categories. So you are not, no, I'm not fully monetized. The channel is yet to be fully monetized. Yes, I was looking towards that. I mean, expecting since April, yes, April this year. I've been looking forward to. I think I used the 3,000 in April. And looking forward to. Um, no, 3,000 was in October. I think it was October last year. October last year. Okay, but I got the confirmation for the YouTube partnership program in April this year, and then looking forward to 4,000. At the time, it was 3,000 plus, but right now, I've noticed drop a, a huge drop in number of watch hours, and maybe because I've not been doing as much live streaming as before, then the frequency of upload of videos, not like before. What do you think, Miss TikTok girl? I appreciate your commitment, your support to stream, to watch some of my videos on the other accounts. Well appreciated. Yeah, recently I actually noticed I was checking the views also using my YouTube app. But I noticed that some videos are increasing in views. No, I've answered that. I said I'm not fully monetized yet. Okay, how much? How much more watch hours? Before it was less than 1,000, but right now I think it should be close to it should be about 1,500 because the watch hours have dropped below 3,000 now. I mean that's serious. So something I'm wondering, wow, with all the time, the efforts initially put into this. And of course, I wish I could do more, and I'm going to really put more work into this. Okay, you said so you need to check how much more you need. Create a playlist with long live. I want to get that. Are you giving the different ways to increase watch hours? I will check and confirm how many hours more now, and then create a playlist. Is it a playlist of the live sessions? Playlist of the live streamings, previous live streaming? Is that what you mean? Let me know in the chat, please. Thank you. Do you mean a list of previous live sessions? Welcome. If you are just joining in, let's know where you are watching from. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Okay, okay. Say yes because they are long. I mean, yes, hours of streaming, yearly more. Okay, let me quickly check. Okay, welcome back. So I found out that it's 1,269 hours. Before now it was like 800 or so hours. But right now it's 1,269 hours. Miss TikTok girl, are you there? 1,600 and 1,269. 1,269 hours. That can be achieved soon next. All right. 1,269 hours. 1,269. It's a big one. 1,269. 1,000. Still have 1,269. Like I told you, the watch hours started dropping from the initial 3,000 plus to 2,700 and something now. So, what do you think? Still do the playlist for live sessions. Let's reposition this. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yes. Yes. Can you explain this? You say, remember you reached the 3,000 already. All you need now is balance to make up the 4,000. That should be 1,000, right? But right now, um, the watch hours has dropped to 2,700 and currently 2,731. 2,731. So it's thinking that I need 1,000 plus 1,000, right? 1,000 plus. This looks right. I think I need 1,000 plus. Mystic Talk Girl. I think I need 1,000 plus. If you're wondering what this was the other time, this is it. We need to be hydrating. People. Okay. So you're looking, the playlist needs to fix. Let me let me get my mic. Mystic Togger says I'm looking, the playlist needs to fix. So what do you suggest? You mean I should create the playlist for the live stream, but maybe I've not added enough of the previous sessions. I need to update the playlist. And then what else? Okay, I can see your messages in the chat. You say put the lives in a playlist. Okay, create a playlist and call it live streams. Okay, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Togger. What else do I need to do? Because one interesting thing about this channel is that people keep talking about how interesting and valuable they are finding the content, the videos that have been uploading, and interactive sessions, and occasionally get the likes, the comments, the subscriptions. But it seems the growth is not really as it's not in tandem with the feedback. All right, so it's important we fix this, right? Mistake again. The earlier we fix it, the better. Because I think I like dollars too. I like to have pounds and I like that. Of course, I've received gifts, support from people at different times. I've received super chat, super thanks, one or two subscribers to the membership. Right, but we need more. We need more. There should be uh, more in terms of the rewards. Of course, there are many other aspects of the reward when it comes to what we are doing on YouTube. So, Miss TikTok Girl makes vlogs. I will be creating that playlist as you have suggested. I call it live streams. Let me screenshot this. Okay, so sometimes there's a big there are actually advantages when it comes to uh, being awake, usual periods and all. But I was talking about the importance of understanding sleep and its role in our overall health. Okay, well, that's the way God has designed and programmed your body. So we must learn to relate with it as such. But sometimes we are able to, we say, we want to cheat sleep, want to get to do some things. Sometimes we are able to uh, get by and do what we need to do. But many times, if we continue in that pattern for long, if we disturb the normal circadian rhythm, then it will, in one way or the other, affect the health of the individual. Okay, sometimes people talk about sleeplessness, usually may be as a result of a disturbance in that normal pattern, intentional disturbance in that pattern. All right. Some people are not able to get naps, they're not able to um, have short periods of sleep during the day, but they still try to remain awake through the night. It doesn't work that way. As I'm talking to you, I've been able to get at least 4 hours of initial rest, and of course, I may still do some extra before the day. Okay, so but it all depends on what you do, your work pattern, um, your status, family life, so many factors that may influence this commitment to this pattern. So it looks like a complex thing. That's sleep, but it actually involves stages that I'm going to break that down for you now. I'm playing a 1 hour live now. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss TikTok girl. By the way, you're not a girl, right? Miss TikTok girl. But are you doing so much on TikTok? I'm not sure I found you on TikTok. I'm playing a 1 hour live now with my backup, but when it finishes, it's gonna stop. Hmm. Okay. You mean okay, 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 okay. I think there should be some other live sessions there. But just like you have advised, I'm going to create that playlist so that people that are watching one can go to the other, and just like you have chosen to watch, you can people who are also supportive like that can watch and stream. Thank you for playing that live. Thank you so much. Mm, I'm sure it's going to do something to the system, to the algorithm. Thank you, Miss TikTok girl. Thank you so much. Okay, so talking about the different stages of sleep. Okay, Miss TikTok girl says when it finishes, I will fall asleep. If there's a playlist to go to the order. Okay, I think there's a playlist. Let me check. Okay. Welcome back. Let me know where you're watching from. Who is here with us? Welcome. Let's know where you're watching from.